Pat. I wanted to do a tutorial today on how to make your own washi tape. And I've never done this before, but I had an idea, and I thought, because I don't want to pay the, $8 or $6 or whatever it is for a roll of it. And I'm talking about washi tape, tissue tape, all those sorts of decorative tapes. So I figured I would go out and get some paper tape. So I got this Johnson & Johnson first aid paper tape, and I got masking tape, just regular old masking tape. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a piece of this fabric tape. I'm just going to put it down, and then I'm going to put down a piece of the masking tape. Okay, so I think for the first one, for this fabric tape, I think what I'm going to do is just use a stamp. I think I'm going to try this stamp right here, this ticket stamp from Tim Holtz, because I think that would make a really neat tissue tape, or fabric tape, whatever. And I'm going to try the Dove Gray Stays On ink. I figured Stays On would probably be the best kind of ink to use for this. And I usually use a stamping pad, but I didn't get it out today, and I don't want to have to move all this around, so we'll just try it without it. Okay. So that came out, but not very well. So let's try it on the masking tape. That's really slippery, the masking tape, so you gotta be real careful that it doesn't wiggle around. So that kind of looks cool. We'll have to wait and see how it dries. I could probably heat emboss it, but we'll just wait a little bit and see how it dries, and then we'll try it with something else, like let's see, maybe this Jenny Bolin ink. I think pink would be really cute, so maybe pink polka dots or something. So I'll get another piece of this fabric tape. And if you have these Stays On inks, these little plastic things right here that come out, there's a little tip that I learned a long time ago. See, if you put a glue dot on the inside there and stick it to the top, it won't come out every time you open the lid, and it just stays like that, and it keeps the ink sealed well. So you might want to try that if you don't already do it. Okay, so I think we'll try this little polka dot stamp that I have from Stampin' Up! Look at that. That looks like wood. That looks like real wood. That's really cool. So I think what I'm going to do is put some long strips down, like all the way the length of the wax paper, and I'm going to do my favorites, and when I'm finished I'll come back and show you how they turned out, okay? I'll be back in just a minute. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, I let the tape sit overnight, and I wanted to make sure that it dried, and plus I got tired and wanted to go to bed. So I wanted to see how it turned out the next day. If you rub over the masking tape, it is dry. It's not smearing, although a little bit did come off on my finger, but it doesn't look smeary. Or I guess it can. So the Jenny Bolin ink doesn't dry completely on the masking tape. Let's see about the paper tape. Or the paper tape. So I would not recommend using Jenny Bolin ink on masking tape or this Johnson & Johnson paper tape. The StazOn, however, let's see, dried completely. See, there's nothing on my finger on both of them. So this is the grid pattern. I don't know how well you can see the grid because it's really faint, and that might be because I used Dove Gray paint. This text, see how well the text came out? The text is awesome. I love that. And the wood grain, you can see how well the wood grain worked on both of them, but especially on that masking tape. And then there was a couple that I had tried, like this ticket, this little ticket stamp on a paper tape. That dried, didn't come off, so that's good. So it looks like StazOn ink is the ink to use. So yes, you can make your own tape, but I probably won't be doing it very often because, for one thing, it's messy. For another thing, it doesn't look as good as the washi tape. And so if I want some, I'll probably just go ahead and break down and buy some real washi tape or tissue tape, whatever. But if you want to make your own, it is possible. You can use masking tape and fabric tape and StazOn ink. And I let mine dry overnight, but you probably don't have to do that. I did that. I only let it dry overnight because of the Jenny Bolin ink, but that never dried. So this was a fail. And I think that this masking tape sticks better to parchment paper, so I'm not sure that I would use wax paper next time. I would probably use parchment paper to make it on. So if you're going to make some, what I recommend doing is go ahead and make it, and then start rolling it up like this in a circle to store it. I mean, in a better, you know, better than this, but I'm just doing it quickly. So I would store it rolled up like this so it doesn't get wrinkled. So I'll go ahead and use this because I don't want to waste it, but it's certainly not as good as the stuff you can buy. But you can do it, so that was an experiment. I thought this was going to turn out to be a tutorial, but I think it's more of an experiment. So if you try it, let me know. I'd love to see how yours comes out. Maybe it'll come out better than mine. So it wasn't a total fail, but I'm not sure that I would do it all the time. I probably will keep messing around so I can use this up because I don't want to waste it. But for now, that's that. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.